What's goody? What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Sneezy, aka your Loc'd Lotus host, period. Don't play with it. And welcome to season 1, episode 1 of the Loc'd Lotus Podcast. I'm Sanaya, y'all Loc'd Lotus host, period, as y'all know, and I've been gone for 6 months, and now we're back in action. Don't play with it, okay? And I just really want to tell y'all more in episode 1 about what Loc'd Lotus really is, where I've been, certain things that's been going on, because, you know, I've been on hush mode, I don't play that, and stuff like that. So, yes, first thing I really wanted to talk about was being gone, and I want to title this Healing Through the Storm, because, you know, I went through such a tough period of my life in such a short amount of time, and I felt like it was just me. So it's like I had to go through these things, I had to learn these things, and it really made me who I am today, which made me want to start this podcast, because it's like I want to talk. I want to talk with no judgment. I want to talk and express myself. I want to talk and be able to help other people. I want to talk and build a community to make other people feel comfortable with knowing that they have somebody and that they're not alone. So, yes, let's get into it. Boom. Healing through the storm. Let's clock it. Yeah. When I say that I fought so many battles alone, I went from losing my job to going to jail to not knowing my next move to feeling like I had nobody, to the point where it led me to depression. So I'm just sitting in the house with nobody to talk to and no outlet. And then goes to lead on to losing your loved ones. And because if y'all don't know, in 2022, I lost my grandma. 2023, I lost my nana. And in 2024, of October the 28th, I lost my grandpa. So on top of dealing with life itself and losing people back to back, it really messed me up mentally and it changed me as a person. So it made me look at life differently. It made me care for people differently. It made me carry myself differently. It made me learn myself more and learn how to take care of me. Because, you know, when you go through so much and you feel like you have nobody, you don't know how to get through it. Does that make sense? So, yes. Then another thing, being pulled away from life. Y'all, when I tell y'all, when I didn't have a job, I didn't have no way to get out. I didn't have a car, so I couldn't leave my house. So I feel like God pulled me away in the middle of my storm. God pulled me away from everybody, set me in the house and told me you have no choice but to figure this out. I had no choice but to figure out what's going to be my next job. I didn't have a job for a month and a half. I had to figure out what was going to be my next job. What was my next move? As y'all know, I want to be a paramedic. I had to study that, figure that out for myself, and really just learn self-control, learn how to push through these storms, even when you feel like you can't keep going. So being pulled away from life and being in the house and not having a job and feeling like I had no one to talk to, and just that alone feeling, just sitting in the house crying, screaming, breaking stuff, just losing myself because I continuously gave and gave and gave to other people. But when it came down to me, it wasn't reciprocated. And so that's what really led me. That chapter of my life is what led me to starting the Loc'd Lotus Podcast, because it taught me more about mental health. It taught me more about, you know, pulling yourself out of dark places. It taught me more of like just helping people and just being there for people, because it's like when you have that alone feeling is a serious feeling. It's a feeling where it's like you make it or you don't. You know, you have to keep pushing yourself to keep going, no matter how hard it get, no matter how much you're tired, no matter how bad you want to give up, you have to keep going. And that's one thing that I learned, and that's something that I want to be in other people's life, to be that person that helps them keep going, to help them be their best self, to help them prosper as the person that they are, you know. And that's what Loc'd Lotus is all really about. Like, it is a safe sanctuary. It is a place where hearts open, minds expands. You just be yourself. Just be you, because you're not alone. Like, you have people that are here for you, including Sneezy. Don't play with it, okay? So let's talk about a little bit more about where I'm at in life now, how things are going and what my past and everything has taught me now. Right now, at this current moment, I have a job. I am blessed to have a job now. I went from not having a job for a month and a half, which messed me up mentally, because if y'all know me, y'all know Sneezy, y'all know I'm stay on the go. I stay into that bag. Do not play with it. I now have a job. I am, still a turtle mom. If y'all didn't know, I got a son named Quentin Turtletino and a daughter named Kamiko Turtletino. Don't play with them. But right now, I am currently mentally, I am a lot better. Mentally, I'm a lot better because, I sat back when I sat in that house and it was just me and those walls. I sat back to really understand myself. I sat back to really understand, my purpose. I stepped back to heal over past trauma and past situations that I know that affects me in the long run. I feel like I can do more. I feel like I'm a better version of me. And I feel like, in a way, and this sounds so bad, but in a way, I needed all those things to happen to me to make me that person that I am now, that strong person, that independent person, that Sneezy. Don't play and clock that. All right, y'all. So let me tell y'all a few things that y'all can expect from the Loc'd Lotus Podcast coming up in future episodes and season. The goal is really to work with different people and help people of certain areas. I want to be able to help y'all in each way I can, and also help myself, as to why I want to start a community based off, the Loc'd Lotus Podcast. And, I'm not an expert in a lot of things, but, I would love to have people that can help people in different areas. People that are battling as addictions, mental health, and relationship issues, friendships, grieving. It's a lot of different things that people need help with that I feel like aren't spoken about enough. As to why, and I don't know if I said this earlier, but that's another thing why I want to start Loc'd Lotus, is because I feel like, especially in the youth generation, we don't have a lot of leaders. We have a lot of followers. And I want more leaders going on. So that's a big reason why I started Loc'd Lotus, if I ain't tell y'all already. But yeah, so it's really all about, for me personally, just turning pain into a purpose and really just understanding yourself, loving yourself, being easy on yourself, and actually being who you want to be. Because, you can speak about so much and people will say often, oh, you can't reach that, or you can't do this, or you can't do this. You could do whatever you put your mind to. Just get up and go do it. You hear me? So I really want to be that person to help other people. I want to be that person to push people to be their best self. I want to be able to just help, honestly. Just help each other. It's not easy out here. Just do your thing. Y'all can subscribe to me on YouTube, The Loc'd Lotus, and at that Instagram, thelocdlotus._, and at that main Instagram, official_Sanaya too, because I do post updates over there, and I do post different videos, different ideas, and different motivational messages that could really help you throughout your day. So make sure y'all go check that out. Thank y'all so much, and I will see y'all later.